Morning, morning. It is 5:52. I'm trying to whisper because there's still people sleeping in the hut, but we're shooting for some miles today. We're shooting for some miles. Hopefully, we're going to be hiking for like 12 or 13 hours to get up and over Crawford and then down to the hut on the backside. It's going to be slow going, but if we get out of here right around 6, we should be good. So hopefully we can get some miles in today. Earliest morning I think we've done on the trail in a while. We're gonna go get it. It is 6:30 and we are moving. And literally instantly it becomes...
We've gone like 10 feet away from the hut.
Yeah, we've gone 10 feet from the hut. And it becomes a mud pit. Today's gonna be a long day. Oh, also, I said something wrong in the beginning. I thought we were shooting for an 18-miler day. No, our hard push today is gonna be for 13 miles. That's our push.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh, I shouldn't have even tried.
Oh man. It's gonna be a long day. We're not...
Going up yet.
I know. My saying is usually we're not here for a long time, we're here for a good time.
We're here for a long time.
Yeah, we're also here for a long time. So it's both. Oh, it's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a day. Yes, please. All right, well, we're going faster than anticipated. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, which is kind of counterintuitive. Wow, what a range. So pretty.
Pretty.
We gotta go.
I'm also ready to get out of it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take a while. We go up the ridge, I think, to the top there. Oh, did you hear me say those were deep ones?
Yeah, I avoided it.
Oh, I tried to cut off what I was saying.
So that I would go squoosh. I mean, you don't have to worry about me not going squoosh though.
That is true. It's gonna be a squishy type of day. What a pretty area. Oh my God. So you'll probably hear people talk about long grass in the Tararua Mountain Range. And that's what it means, is it's like chest high, but that's not really the issue. It's when you can't see where you're putting your feet. So you have two options. You have the option of putting blind faith in where the mud is. You have the option of going super slow and pushing the grass out of your way. So you can pick either one. Honestly, don't know which one will make you go quicker. You're gonna probably stay at a very close pace to 0. That's how she is. Well worth it though. Well worth it with the views. It is going to be a long video day, y'all. Strap in, because it is beautiful. So we're a little over a mile. I think we're honestly doing right at a mile per hour right now. It's getting close to 7:30. Started right around 6:30, so yeah, doing about a mile per hour. But if we hike for 12 hours, we should get 12 miles. What a weird concept. Looney Tunes living. Quite an awesome Looney Tunes living. There's a bow. Awesome way to start the morning. Oh, baby. Oh, man. That sign at the base of the climb also said 4 hours. Makes you wonder. Oh, what a way to start the day. So cool. Alright, I think our trail goes that way. Right on the ridge. I'm gonna wait for the bow. There she is. Right there. Welcome!
Hi.
I was wrong, it was this top.
Yeah, you were wrong.
Huh. I did not think it was gonna go up this high.
I knew it was.
But it did. Hello. Magpie was taking a sit.
I just fell flop right on my butt.
Yeah, it's quite ploppy mud. Oh. Oh wow, that's deep. That's deeper than one would prefer. Huh.
My butt's so wet.
Yeah, it is.
It's quite cold.
Okay, so we are about 2 miles from Draco Hut, and it is 8:55. So, with our mile-per-hour pace, we should get there at 11. So, yeah, not too bad. This ridgeline has pockets. If you just take this place for example, you can see the trail, but then it gets thick, and in that thickness is when it gets super muddy. So. It's just pockets of slow.
I don't know what you're talking about. The whole thing is super slow.
Oh yeah, there's like pockets of extreme slow and then pockets of like average slow, I think is what I'm trying to say. So it averages out to just regular slow. But yeah, we're moving at the pace we need to move to do our cruisy 13-mile day. Yeah, something else, I don't like this word, but I want to put this in here just to give context if y'all are thinking about the North Island. Depending on your pace, of course, and the style of hiking, but with our style of hiking, there's a lot of fear-mongering, and I hate that word so much, but I don't know else how to describe it that y'all will understand. There's a lot of fear-mongering around miles on the North Island, around roads, around sections, around mud, around a lot of stuff, and everywhere so far, it's been pretty straightforward. The fear-mongering hasn't actually panned out, and we've been able to like half the pace that people are like, it'll take you 18 hours and it takes us like 8 or 9. So like, I don't know, that's an example, but pretty much the entire North Island has that type of stuff. But this section is actually the first one that the comments on the popular app and the time splits are actually accurate.
When people say it takes 5 hours to go 4.5 miles, that's how long it takes.
Yeah, so this is the first part again on the North Island that's actually accurate. Again, it depends on pace.
You already said that.
I know, I'm trying to put as much context into it as possible. So for us, this is the first time that the time splits are real. So no worries. We're gonna walk through some mud, bounce along, maybe sing some Christmas carols. I don't know New Year's carols, so yeah, that's what it's about. So we have been hiking close to 3 hours now, and that red dot is the hut that we started at. Kind of puts it in perspective, but the trail goes like all the way back up. I mean, you'll see, have seen the footage, like all the way back up, back around. But seeing the hut we started at is a little trippy.
We just done a big U.
Yep. Believe that's Mount Crawford, that one, where both the straps keep pointing.
Miles.
Yeah, we have. Lightning fast. Quick like bunnies. So that was really cool. Walking along here, and we just ran into someone going no-bow. Well, who's ultimately going so-bow. But we actually ran into this person. I think if you look at the Puketi Forest around day like 5 or 6 on the trail, we hiked with them for a few miles through the river section there. And yep, that happened. Oh, when there's too many things in the hand, it doesn't work. Yeah. So what I was saying, oh, don't fall again, is really cool. Ran into someone that we had seen way back when. They got hit by the cancellation of the canoes with the flooded river. We really got off that river in perfect timing, like the day after people were getting canceled, and so they decided to hop up to Wellington and no-bow some of this portion while the weather's good. But it's always awesome running into hikers that you met like the first few days on trail. Now we're on like day 46, 47, and it's just cool to see like I don't know how to describe it better than like calmness, or like, it's not change, it's not a change of personality, but just to see people get more centered the more time that they spend in the outdoors. Like, it's just a radiating sense of like calm, which is super cool. So yeah, I don't know their name, so I don't know how to give you a shout out if you find these videos, which I don't know how you would, but awesome running into you again. I don't know why I say that. It's like I'm speaking directly to these folks, which nobody watches these videos besides all of you, which I guess, yeah, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. We're gonna keep walking. Oh no, okay. Without that grass in the way, coming cruisy miles. That grass is really just what hits you. The mud, all of that stuff, that's just a constant of trail on the North Island, but that grass, when you can't see where your feet are, that'll get you. But this is nice and cruisy.
Hate this pad. Oh.
The trail gets drastically easier about a mile from Draco's hut. So honestly, if you're in the same boat as we were yesterday and are worried about not being able to make it to Draco's, if you get to that first hut at like 4 or somewhere, again, I don't want to recommend it because everybody's pace is different, but we could have feasibly made it. I guess, I don't know yet, but so far this last little bit towards Draco, now that we're in the forest, is way easier. Like actually moving at, I don't know, 2.5 dare I even say 3 sometimes, 3-mile-per-hour pace, you can actually walk. So that bodes well for today, or bodes well for our time splits. Okay, so it is 10:48. I just made it to Draco Hut. We definitely could have made it here yesterday. We've taken more breaks today because we know today's going to be a long day. But if we just did a push from that shelter yesterday, let's see, we made it in 4 hours, 16 minutes with multiple breaks. So definitely could have made it here. Richard's not here, so I'm assuming he pushed to Nichols for lunch. I'm gonna wait here on the Magpie, fill up some waters. But that was really nice. That last mile, again, I don't know how they sometimes measure those distances, but the last mile could actually hold a quote unquote regular pace on. So really good, really good. I'm gonna see if anybody signed the trail book. All right, good stuff.
Looks like it's about 3 hours.
So we're hoping to make a push to Nichols for lunch. It is 11:10, and I don't know. We're hoping to do it in about 2 hours. A lot of the reports have you doing about 3, but if the trail is staying a lot nicer, we might be able to shave off some time. I don't know why we're still hopeful when the reality,
I'm expecting it to take 3.
yeah, when the reality has hit us yesterday and today, but we'll see how long it takes. Oi. Not gonna go that way.
What an insane ridgeline.
I know. What a loony ridgeline. So, I don't know why I keep saying this. It should just be implied at this point. But New Zealand, when you get into these tramping tracks, the mileage starts to get really wonky. So, when we left Draco Hut, we were moving pretty good. And then all of a sudden, it took us like 12 minutes to do 0.1. And we were still moving good. So, we have been doing so often a 1 mile per hour pace, but not through there. I think just the mileage is off. I've said that a few times. Yeah, we're also going slow, but I think we know our pace at this point after years of hiking. That, yeah, sometimes the mileage is wonky. I think that is Crawford, right trekking pole. So we still got a while. That is loony.
Ridiculous.
That is straight up loony. Just straight down to go right back up. That was the hardest downhill we've had yet, though. That was nuts. Just straight mud down. Looney. So it is 12:58, and
We've gone a mile in 2 hours.
I think it's a mile and a half.
Okay.
Because we're 1.8.
1 mile took us an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, which means
Insane.
Which means honestly, this should be better. The little roller coaster stuff here is actually the hardest because it's just these micro ups and downs that you're climbing cliffs. You can actually see right in that little gap between the trees. Let's see if I can get it for you. There is the marker way up on that.
It's legit like
mountain.
easy
there it
bouldering.
is.
You have to do some actual bouldering.
Yeah, it's pretty loony. So we're like 1.7 from Nichols Hut. We're not gonna make it for lunch, so we're doing it here. Richard's probably just getting there, if not getting there a little bit later, but we're all meeting in the same place at the Waitupai Hut at the bottom. Waituwewe at the bottom of Crawford. So just an earlier lunch. This stuff's slow.
It's so slow.
It's very slow.
It's not like unpleasant. It's just very slow.
Yeah.
It's also, by the way, some of the best salami we've had all trail.
It is.
It's like actually quite good.
It's very good. All right, lunchtime. So it is 1:58. I believe we finally got out of the roller coasters for the time being and have started our ascent up to Crawford, Mount Crawford. Yeah, so we're about 5.7-ish from the bridge at the bottom of the descent of said mountain. So we should be getting there. It's gonna be really late. Not really late, but 8 o'clock-ish. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful forest though. So about 0.1, 0.2 from Nichols Hut. That's looking back down where we came from, but I came from out there. I don't know when the trail transitioned to Ridgeline, but I was bushwhacking in the forest. Oh well. So I guess the trail continues up. All right, we're getting close. Very steep. So the boat's here. We go straight up that 247. So we're still sitting on the pace that hopefully we should get in by 8, which is fine. We're not moving quick. We're here for a good time and a long time. All right, up we go. Woo, baby. Give you a 360 real quick. So this is the summit of Mount Crawford. And honestly, one sec, I'll finish this up. Honestly, climbing the mountain was the easiest part of the day. I should be telling you something. Yeah, that mud stuff was slow, but the trail from Nichols Hut to here, pretty cruisy. Really nice to actually just get to a pace and cruise. So I think we have a little bit of ridge running, and we just drop sharply down the backside. So a little past 4, we're in a good position. What a view up here. This is hiking, y'all. This is hiking. Granted, did not expect today to take so long, but this is hiking. Whew. Slow hiking, very slow. Beautiful. Yeah. It's very steep.
Oh, I don't like this.
No. So I don't know how often this is up here, but we're about 0.2, 0.3 from the junction that is going to drop us straight down. So if you need emergency water, again, I don't know if it's just from a lot of the rain. Those relatively permanent, Magpie says. So, yeah, about 0.2, 0.3 before you descend. Some water. There's Crawford Mountain. So, if you need some emergency aguas.
Back up. On his shoulder, no.
All right, so we're so close, yet so far. I think the end of that little hump right there, we're about to descend aggressively. We are like around 2.5 miles, but when we descend, I think we descend like 3,000 feet of elevation, and geez, yeah, a little less than 2.5 miles, because we get to the bottom, I think, in 2 miles. So we're about to descend aggressively. Wanted to do one last 360 for y'all up here. Time to aggressively descend. All right, I had to call a quick knee break because
The knees are breaking.
the knees are they're breaking, and they're actively about to break more. So we're about 1.7 from the bottom, 2 miles from the hut, because you reach the bottom and then walk along the riverbed to the hut. The next 1.7 miles, we descend 2,800 feet. It's gonna be aggressive. Yes. Poor knees. No, they don't want any more. They said no more. Big meaty slap. We'll make it.
Oh, ow!
You okay?
Yeah. Just got stabbed right in the arch of the foot. That really hurt.
I was about to make a joke, but I will withhold it because of pain.
is straight up climbing. It's not even really hiking.
No. Oh, I missed my opportunity. Okay, fine. So I think we're just breaking the 1.5 mile mark to the hut. 6:30, but I wanted to hop on here and say that the descent is not nearly as bad as predicted or anticipated or it looks. So there's key locations that are super steep, but for the most part, it's kind of like what I'm doing right now, that you can move at a pretty good pace. The only reason we're not is those knees will break. They are quite fragile, but honestly, it's really not that bad. I don't know, because for the elevation profile, makes it look that we have to descend 1,000 feet every like 0.6. So maybe it's just longer. There's a new trail. I don't know, but this doesn't feel like 1,000 feet of descent every 0.6. So really not too bad. Oh my, what a suspension bridge. I am not going to film and walk this at the same time. I'm going to get to the other side and then check back in with you, hopefully. Wow, I don't like it. It's pretty, but wow, it bounces. All right, that was quite something. So we made it to the bottom of the descent. That last 0.1 or 0.2 was steep. It's like 750 now. Magpie's on the other side. And let's all give her a round of applause. I don't know if I should share this. I'm going to share this. She's okay with it. If you watch the videos, you know it's fine. She held her... I don't want to say the word. She held upset stomach for 13 hours today because there was nowhere to dig, technically. And she thought she was going to make it to the hut to finally release said BM, but she had to dig a hole on the other side. So, waiting for her. We're about 0.3 from the hut. Would have made it right at 8 if she didn't need to dig a hole, but that is a necessity. So, what a day. What a day. Should be flat-ish on this side, but you never know how the trail likes to trick you. So, we're going to make it. It's 0.3 away. Going to wait on this side of the suspension bridge, and then we'll get after it. What a day. Great day. What a day. Wouldn't properly be the end of the day unless it ended with a little bit of mud. Yes, please. We made it.
I was about to get changed.
Yeah, that's why I brought the camera out.
No.
Okay, I'm kidding. We made it to the hut. End of story. End of day.
Sure
Oh.
you can't see me?
Oh, not yet. I'm going to give you a catch up later. All right. We made it to the hut. Oh.